Probably everybody is a little bit bored who is watching my videos about the information that I'm sharing about my representations or the representations through me. Probably everybody is bored about me asking hi, how you doing, or hi, how are you. I hope you're doing well. So I learned something from someone who's living in Norway, in Norwegian. He's a very awesome young man. He posts videos internationally. He always looks good. He's a young man. He has a very strong body. Since I am not that young anymore, and my body is not that strong, or never were actually looking as strong as he is. I can only look pretty. But this is what he does. He says, "Woohoo!" No, that's a really good expression. I love this expression. We used to do that in Hungary when we were children. We used to do that in Canada as well as. I remember that. I moved to Canada when I was 18 to Toronto in 1999. So I remember there were a couple of very happy moments with events where we were. I was either using that expression or somebody else. Yoo-hoo! Which is great. We need to put more love, more light, more excitement into life in a humanly right way. Humanly, everybody knows what human means. If humane means friendly, then human means friend, which is a good thing. Friends, everybody knows the meaning of being a friend. So as a friend now, I will say yoo. It's not about monkey see, monkey do. It's more about learning. I think it's a great expression, which will be a good thing if it will get back to our sociological awareness, or how about. So as I mentioned before, I will try to do my best to share intellectual intelligence from Heaven's Net. Of course, the power of Heaven's Net is Heaven's love. And as I mentioned to you before, I will do my best to represent Heaven's Net, which includes lots of sages. Sages are wisdoms for life, for human life, which also involving all the rest of the lives. Today I will represent two materials. I'm going backwards in time since I think since a couple of days ago. Now I will be at March 6, something I recorded through me from Heaven's Net, which I like to share because as more we remind ourselves of where we are from or what we are as human souls, as more we will have a chance to actually be it or be in it when it comes to heaven. When it comes to be it, I'm thinking about being a human, which is a pretty awesome experience, I believe. So this here is a quotation: from mutually satisfying understanding through divinely cherished potentials to real smiles. Everybody knows what a real smile is. It just happens, comes intuitively through us, out of our heart, through our soul, through our mind, which is calm, at ease, or or going to be as one. From mutually satisfying understanding through divinely cherished potentials to real smiles as one. That's the title. You can also access Heaven's Net, this page which I created a long time ago. The materials were I started collecting them since 2007 and 2008 mainly, and then on forward I just kept on adding all the good things what I was able to receive them project, and I knew that they don't have anything what is wrong or bad. That is exactly what it takes to remain human, or a human natured being or thing. Today we have lots of human natured beings as well as things with us, or those who were meant to be human natured. My lips are a little bit getting drier, that's why I'm licking it. Don't worry, no other reasons. Of course, there are a lot of yummy food in front of me. I just got a nice strawberries. I have to show it to you from Costco. Amazing, beautiful strawberries. I gotta finish these. Got a nice big pineapple too. From mutually satisfying understanding through divinely cherished. At the beginning, I was writing divinely cherished potentials to real smiles as one. So that's the title. Of course, in English, divinely does not really doesn't exist anymore. Does not existing anymore in a common English language. What we carry and share. So the system over here corrected through the computer, corrected divinely, the word divinely. I don't know why it is not anymore in our everyday languages. Well, truthfully it is, but of course only if we are using it. So divinely got corrected to be divinely cherished potentials. What does it mean? What does that mean exactly? I will get back to this after I finish this phrase or this quotation. If this is a comedy, many intelligent people looked onto this bug infested and infested and influenced and infected world. Many intelligent people in history, most of them, looked at the scenarios as a comedy which got produced through bug natures or pollutions than bug natures instead of human nature. Bug nature in this case means animal nature, there's no difference. And the reason why, because all animals with acidic pH balances naturally carrying bugs which are invading, infesting and infecting the human environment, including human nature, naturally. They can't help it. We could help to make sure that they will not doing it with us or to us or against us, but that will take human hearts with human minds. So that's another story. If this is a comedy, obviously it's better to laugh on animalistic natures rather than cry, as long as it is possible. So our mind, therefore, or our mind will be able to remain open. Our heart will also able to remain open. It's very important for us, so we can think. Thinking means thoughtful, honest, intelligent, necessary, kind. it's very important to think. There is a joke. He says thinking must be a very hard work or very hard job because only a few people doing it. If this is a comedy, then why not make it ours as a promise to keep an open mind with a warm heart for a good life? Why not? We can do it. The human brain, the human mind, with the human mentality, with the human heart power, is capable of. It is capable of keeping an open mind with a warm heart for a good life. For mutually satisfying understanding, again it goes around and around, back around, through divinely cherished potentials. What does it really mean? That means I love doing something, somebody else love doing something, it happens to be the same thing, it is only benefiting us, it is only benefiting human nature, humankind. So we are doing it together. Of course we will be mutually satisfied because now two persons or more, it could be an entire country, an entire planet as well, doing something to satisfy mutual understanding through divinely cherished potentials. It could be really anything what you love doing or what I love doing, and now we're doing it together. We're doing it for each other, by ourselves, for others. As long as we're doing it, as long as we are doing it, as long as it is our divinely cherished potential, what we are doing, or involving divinely cherished potentials, we will be mutually happy. That will be real smiles. Usually these are kind, honest, as well as the most suitable behaviors, actions, cooperation, starts. Could be really anything, programs, activities, inactivities. Some people come together just to meditate. How amazing is that? Okay, I think so. The whole phrase is like this: from mutually satisfying understanding to divinely cherished potentials to real smiles as one. I think I just provided some. I just gave some explanations to that. If it is a comedy, then why not make it ours? That means humankind's, as a promise. Ours doesn't make it, that doesn't mean I make it. I make a situation, or I make a comedy out of the situation, or I make a situation a comedy or funny, and it will only involve certain people. That's not a good comedy when me and him or her, we are laughing but everybody else is crying about it. That's not really a good comedy. But of course, as long as there is care involved, with an open mind, open heart, or opened mind, already opened mind and already opened heart, everything is possible. We can, believe it or not, and this is not the Ripley show. I love Ripley show, everybody loves Ripley show, but believe it or not, we do laugh in the worst mistakes what maybe something through us made, or we do also laugh, humans, we are capable of laughing about the worst situations as well which may occur in our lives. But it takes a way to do it. It takes a mood, it takes a certain type of state of how about to actually be able to open up our minds, open up our warm hearts, then aim for a good life no matter what, because everybody who ever loved us would want us to have an open mind, would want us to have a warm heart, would want us to have a good life. Everybody, as including as well as everything in existence, which or who or which ever loved us or will love us, would want us to be happy, to want us to live in heaven. So that was one phrase. I was going to jump into a poem, but this poem, okay, now I see it's in Hungarian as well as in English. It's really long. It's not only like I mean, compared to the two previous materials what I talked about, I just gonna read this. I think gonna read this in Hungarian, then in English. A szem a lélek ablaka. A lélek ablaka megmutat mindent, ami a lélekben van. Az igazság árad belőle, mert a szív és az elme erejével hat. A szem fényének a sugara a lélekből eredően határtalan. Amikor tiszta, akkor örök, mint a Szent Léleknek a hatalma. A ragyogó fényével élvezi az élet minden gyönyörű értékeit, a kapcsolatokat, amiket kölcsönösen elér, mindig megbecsüli. A lélek ablaka olyan, mint a lélek. Megérti a jót és a szépet. Átláthatóan érzékel mindent, amikor tiszta szívvel érezhet. So this was the Hungarian, since this poem, this inspiration came to me, this poem came to me in Hungarian. I was going to share it with you in Hungarian in its original form. I also translated it in English, so I will read the English version. Then the explanations will come next time. Now we are overlapping because I already mentioned one material, one work, and now I'm mentioning another work. This other work was produced on October 10th in 2025, and the previous one was produced, came into reality over here on March 6 in 2026. But a few months earlier, what is it now, 5 or 6 months and then, on 10th of October 2025, this poem has arrived. Let's see it in English, and then the explanations will come next time. The eye is the window of the soul. The window of the soul shows all there is in the soul. Truth flows from it, because it works with the power of the heart and mind. The ray of light of the eye, while originating from the soul, is boundless. Boundless. When it is pure, it is eternal, like the power of the Holy Spirit. True, it is true thing. With its radiant light, it enjoys life with all its beautiful values. It always values the relationships which has with others. The window of the soul is like the soul. It understands the good and the beautiful. It perceives everything transparently, when it can feel with a pure heart. So again, the rhymes aren't there in English because the rhymes were there in Hungarian. I'm pretty sure there might be a way to translate this in English, so there will be rhymes as well, but I just didn't want to change the literal meaning, like the words, the meaning of the actual words, Hungarian words. I didn't want to change them. This translation is almost goes word by word, I believe, and this is why you couldn't hear too much rhymes in English. Of course, there are rhymes in Hungarian, but at least it is authentic. I used another poem right after this. I just realized. I'm not sure if this poem came to me in English or in Hungarian first. I guess we will find out when I will reading this. It will be about the fact that humane means friendly, therefore human means friend as an actual word with an actual meaning. It will talk a lot about love. I see by truly being in love with someone, that someone is being really in love with you too. Loving is always on time because it is always time to love. Let's see, I think this came to me in Hungarian as well. I just read the English translation. These two poems are at the one place. I would love to go forward with the other poem in Hungarian as well as in English, because now I got the English translation. I almost said transition. It is a transition. So one languages are transitioning into other languages. If you know linguistics, then you would study many languages. Then you will also find how one language is capable of actually transitioning into other languages. It is really happening when one language is only transitioning into one other language. Usually it is at least 2 or 3 languages where languages are actually transitioning and have perfect meanings. Perfect intelligence will be revealed in the relationships of all languages. So you take one word or one sentence and you will find parts of the word meaning something in a different language or different languages. Or take a whole sentence and you will find one word has a meaning in different languages or many other words too, and they're different meanings, and then now you combine the meanings, and most of the times what I realized are actually I realized perfect transitionings, and I realized perfect meanings behind languages, between languages, or languages with other languages, between one language. It's a miracle. What the hidden world of languages are truly amazing. Again, they are codes of expressions, of thoughts, feelings, emotions. We are all humans originally, and when we find shared informations, as much intelligent informations we will find, as more, as well as better relativenesses we will find between languages. Or among languages, or between languages. Okay, I didn't want to make this video too long. I hope the explanations were great, very easy to understand, about from mutually satisfying understanding through divinely cherished potentials to real smiles as one. if this is a comedy, many people, wise people, think that all the wrongs, all the bad happenings in the world are part of a bug show. Literally, show for bugs, not for humans, but bugs. They're laughing on us, even through animals or humans, unfortunately, when wrong or bad things may occur. I would love to say that they would rescue us and help us to remain humans, but I can't say that. I don't. According to my experiences, only humans or the human spirit, human soul is actually what is saving us from being anything else worse than the human soul or humans. My personal experience is only humans saving humans. Yeah, I love you. I hope the explanations were good. As I mentioned to you, I will deliver explanations to the eye, to this poem, which is called "The Eye is the Window of the Soul." And then, of course, there will be another poem which will relate to how beautifully humans we are. There will be two poems next time. They got inspired in Hungarian, so they will have rhymes in Hungarian. They won't have rhymes in English, but they will have perfectly suitable human-natured messages with feelings for us to support who we truly are. I love you. I will, because I want to, because I love to doing this, I will finish this video as well with aloha.